Hello mes amis, I'm Panthère and this is the vlog of a Misérable. Welcome to La République! Just kidding, it's just a subway station. So this might be our last vlog since I am due to give the GoPro back. I guess I've been avoiding the ABCD these days, as in I left Marius to crash somewhere else. I won't say where, because you know, apparently someone is watching my video. Hey, how are you? Speaking of which, I've seen you from afar near Montparnasse going to the demonstration the other day with the ABCD. How was it? Did someone lose a limb? Yeah, I'm not a fan of walking and standing and walking again under the awful sound of megaphone bad slogans. And like these days, cops even hit white people. Gotta spare those cheekbones. I'm a coward, not like you, Enjolras. So, my dear existing viewers, here in France we're having violent demonstrations all the time, and it doesn't change the world, obviously. Remember Nuit debout here at République, or I don't know, we fight against shitty reforms all the time. Like in, whoa, wind, I hope you don't hear it too much. Like in 2017 against the work law reformation, or in 2018 there was the Printemps Social, and we thought that there was gonna be a global strike at the time. LOL! And the yellow vests, the gilets jaunes, have been doing their thing, you know, burning trash cans for a while now. And nothing changed, nothing! And I'm not even mentioning all the high schoolers protests, the students protests, the queer walks, the women's walks, the black people protesting against police violence. And it's all useless. I mean, why fight to make our lives better and make them worse in the process? It makes no sense, and it's not as if it was our first time revolting and failing. In France we have a history of those things, and it's actually the subject of the friend I'm crashing at's thesis, so everything I'm gonna say now, I got it from you. If you're watching, hello. You're kind of like my master. #senpai notice me. Yeah. So you have the French Revolution, but we all know it was overtaken by bourgeois dudes who locked themselves in fancy rooms to discuss global issues. And then you have slave revolts in the colonies, but actually it started way before the French Revolution, but it led to the abolition of slavery after the French Revolution. And racism still exists because we move slowly. And then there was this asshole Napoleon, and actually there were revolts against the French army in Europe. He wasn't very popular. I don't like him either. He has a pouty face. After Napoleon, we're back to kings, and people revolted against that, students and workers, because it sucked, and they were killed for that. There's a woman saying bonjour in a very funny voice, it's silly. Anyway, they were killed for that, it's super sad. But after years of kingery, we eventually got rid of him, because it was a him, only one king. And it was exploding everywhere in Europe, because it was full of anarchists. I like these dudes. Beady and dirty, and there were women too. And then we had a shitty and bourgeois republic. Hey, I changed location. Welcome to La Bastille. Just kidding, it's not a jail, it's just a subway station. So as you can see and hear, they're rebuilding Paris right now, so nothing is accessible, so don't visit the capital right now. Anyway, so Napoleon was like, let's go back to the empire because it worked so well last time. And then there was another revolution because, as usual, workers were exploited and they wanted to have power over their life, and emperors suck. I mean, I really dislike Louis Napoleon's face as well. He looks like a hipster. But you know what I really like? The pants they were wearing at the time. It's high-waisted and super revealing. I mean, dongs! So, to summarize, we killed the monarchy, yeah! And then we had a republic, and then quickly after we had an emperor who did a coup, and then we had another king, we killed the monarchy again, and then we had a republic, and then another emperor. Wow, successful. But then, as I said, we eventually got rid of the emperor with another revolution. That's our thing. And then we had a republic, and republics are always shitty and bourgeois. Our current republic is shitty and bourgeois. But then we had La Commune de Paris, which is super cool because literally that's the moment we started to get shit right. Like with a self-managed society and all, even though, you know, it was a bit more complicated than that and sexist, but women were there to try improve the shit, you know, and like, yeah, then it was violently repressed during La Semaine Sanglante, the bloody week. And then it's the 20th century, guys, and it gets super messy with wars and revolts all the time, and sometimes both at the same time. Like, workers are always on it because they're organized now. Class struggles, yeah. And like in the colonies, people want to get rid of us because we suck. There's Indochina and Algerian wars, and like they managed to get rid of us. Yeah, success. There are not so many of them, guys. And then in Guadeloupe, that's one of our territoires d'outre-mer, which is another word for, you know, colony. In Guadeloupe, there were like fights between cops and demonstrators because of racist shit. And then in Paris, there's May 1968 because, you know, we were ruled by a military guy with a huge mustache, and it sucks. And like students rallied workers, and there were barricades like in the old days, and it became queer and feminists, and yeah, then tons of protests, every minority protesting, like migrants protest, feminists protest, and there are like anti-racist protests and even conservatives protest. Like, they did some great shit against the gay marriage. You should check it. It's actually super funny when you forget the taste of barf in your mouth. Yeah, all of that to say that even though nowadays we don't have, you know, kings and emperors and so noisy, we don't have kings and emperors and slavery anymore, and some colonies managed to get rid of us, like, it still kind of sucks here. So was it worth all the trouble? Nah, actually. Anyway, that was all super smart of me, right? Like, I didn't even check Wikipedia. And like, I'm impressing myself. Self-paternalistic handshake. And like, I should be paid to teach history, right? Et en attendant, j'ai toujours envie de fumer, mais bon,